Hello, welcome again, City Heroes Video Tours. We're going to do an updated tour here today for the River Rat badge in Praetoria for swimming to a bunch of locations in the water on the maps of Nova Praetoria, Imperial City, and Neutropolis. This is an updated video because Homecoming made a few minor tweaks to where some of the badge markers are at. Nothing major, your video maps will still work, but hey, we're going to do it. I'm starting here at the first one, right? Well, I designate this the first one here. We're going to go clockwise and return to this spot here. And as you can see, we're already here on the first spot. So make note of that on your map. This is where we're at. And away we go. Please see my separate video on how to get the denial of service badge for touching the force field wall. Watch the badge tracker up there that I left open for you. And it just ticked. Yep, that one ticked as well, so that's 3. Sliding away from the barrier wall there. We don't need to worry about that. And it ticks again, so that's 4. That silly wall again. That's 5. That's 6. And another tick. And another tick. Alright. Yep. So that's 8 badge ticks out of 19. Nova Praetoria is done. Let's go next door to Imperial. Let's clean up that map a bit. Okay. That one, and that one are all from the previous map. You can sometimes get them over here, but I think they relocated them to where they're just on the other side. So best just circle Nova Praetoria like I did and get your 8 badge ticks. So now let's move on to where we can start this zone and not worry about any repeaters. Ah, yes. This will be a good starting point coming up. And that's 1. 2. Yep, badge just ticked. There's 3. Yep. We had 8, we're up to 11 now. You do have to be in the water, by the way. You can't just fly overhead and expect it to register. Alright, that's another tick. Of course, luckily flying in the water doesn't slow down your flight speed. There are some who think that teleport might get you to these faster, but that's entirely open to interpretation and not a debate I'm really interested in having, because sometimes you just want to turn on fly, activate the auto run power so you're just always flying, and just turn and steer as needed, and have a nice leisurely flight. Whoops. Wrong turn. Too soon to go to Neutropolis. Easy fix. Actually, that right there, that's an easily made mistake to make on the River Rat badge. You can easily inadvertently cross the barrier wall and find yourself into the other zone a little ahead of schedule. So, an easy error to make. So we'll just chalk that up as comedy of errors and keep on rolling here. We got about 3 more stops to make on this map here. There's that one. Not much space between here and the barrier wall that would take us to Neutropolis, so... There's that one, then we got one more up here in the north area. The other exploration badges and history plaques in these zones haven't really changed. They made a few minor adjustments to a couple of the badge markers on River Rat badge. Nothing of major consequence. Your vid maps, as you can see, is still quite accurate. Just with a couple of them, you may have to move the character around a little bit to get to register now, but that's no big deal. Alright, so that was another tick. Okay, there's only 3 left, and they're all going to be in Neutropolis. Now we can go to Neutropolis, and it won't be a comedy of errors. Okay. I do love how fast the Praetorian zones can load. Alright then, so we only got 3 to get. These here are repeat leftovers from the other zone, in case you didn't get them there. So there's only 3 to get, and we're closing in on them. These are the ones that they might have slightly adjusted a bit. At least these 2 coming up here are. So, we'll just wait and see when the badge ticks. Okay. Badge not ticking. Okay, badge ticked. Okay. Yeah, you kind of got to move around the bridge a little bit and maybe hop up on the bridge to get it. So, no big deal. Up we go. Up. Down. Yep, that one you gotta hop into the water on the other side of the bridge and it dings. And this last one should be exactly where it's always been since live. Coming up fast on it. Yeah, there we are. And there's your River Rat badge. Easy stuff. And let's take care of one other little minor thing while we're here. Here we are, the train station. Just where we wanted to be. As long as we've done the River Rat, let's go ahead and knock out one of the few triple map badges you have to get in the game. Okay, this is the first badge marker, and it just dinged. We gotta go ride the rails. We'll go to Imperial. I think the trains run faster in Praetoria than they do back home on Primal, but hey. Okay. Circling around. We then come to here. Second badge marker. Done. Now we go to Nova Praetoria for the third and final. This is similar to the tried and true map badges. We gotta visit 3 spots in Primal Earth to get. And also the party animal badge, we gotta visit 3 spots to get as well. Alright, there's Rail Rider. Alright. So those are the multiple spot exploration badges in Praetoria to get right there. River Rat and the Rail Rider. Rather easy to get, but River Rat got a small tweak from Homecoming, so I figured, well, what the heck. Make a slightly revised video. Alright. Well, hope you enjoyed the show. That's a cut and a print and a wrap. I'll see you on the next one, and as always, turn your computer off for a while and go outside and play. See you next time.